I don't think that I'm ugly overall, but sometimes I catch myself looking in the mirror and thinking, what separates me from a woman who is visibly perfect? Oh, yeah, there's that, and this. I have more of this than she has on her body, but she has less of that, and I have too much. Toxic nitpicking. It can sometimes get so horribly mixed up in my brain that my total energy is ruined for however long. For hours, days, I can remember feeling my lowest about my body image for straight months at a time. I make myself feel so awful. And when I'm like that, I can't even be myself. I can't be funny or creative. I can't be comfortable. When I give those bad thoughts power, I can let it totally hold me back. If you were to ask me to think about my best friend going through these same motions with herself in the mirror, it would break my heart, and I would tell her that she is so absolutely insane because she is so undeniably beautiful. So, why can't I do the same for myself? I hope that all of the people that suffer from body dysmorphia today can get to a point where they're proud to be in the skin they're in, to be able to look at a seemingly flawless person and feel nothing but happiness for them. You are beautiful! In this episode, my best friend Stacy Nye and I talk about body image and everything that comes with the obsession. Hey, everybody.
Hi. Oh,
You're allowed to speak.
okay. Hi.
I'm here today with one of my best friends in the whole world. So this episode is especially special. Her name is Stacy Nye.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Maria. I love how much we think. I don't know. This is funny.
I think it's just grand.
It's great. I know it's nice. It's fun to do this with you, and I feel very professional in your setup. Yeah, it's very nice.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
But today is important, and I chose you obviously to talk about this because we're so close, and we kind of share things more intimately with each other. So I know stuff that you've been through with yourself, and you know things that I've been through with myself.
Totally. We were in it together
For so long. I've known Stacy for 10 years?
Yeah.
Or over 10 years.
Yeah, it's probably 11 now. I think so.
Yeah.
That's wild.
We grew into fucking women together.
Yeah. We went through vast changes together. It's been ups and downs, and we have never lost touch at all. For more than what, well, I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, because we don't talk every day, but.
Yeah, but you're still my best friend.
I know, yeah.
I'm not
And that's
making
always
any
how it's
other
gonna
best
be.
friends.
I know.
If I'm talking to anybody, I'm talking to you. I talk to you the most. And besides people at work and stuff.
Yeah.
You and Lane and Javan and Jake are still who I talk to the
I know,
most.
that's my group. Me, you, Jake, and Lane. And then our boyfriends, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my friends.
My friends and my boyfriend.
Who is my best friend as well. Anyways.
Of course. Okay, me and Stacey are here to talk about body image today.
Yes.
I started all that drama about what we've been through. We're just talking about our body image. But it's not just our body image. It's a big deal. And it affects a lot of our mental health and just how we do things.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to get to the bottom of it even.
I agree. It's a big part of my life. Always has been.
Yeah, your image definitely takes up a lot of your insecurities, or can, I guess. I know there's people out there that don't even care about what they look like.
I know,
and never
that
have.
Is insane to me because I am so stuck in my head about it daily. Not bad or anything, but I think about it daily.
I always look at myself and I'm like,
What could be?
what could I do different?
Yeah.
Is it good enough?
Yeah.
You know?
Or does, like, trying on clothes and stuff can, like, I don't know, put me in, like, a spiral sometimes. But it's so different day to day. It's like one day I'll wake up and I think I look amazing. And I can wake up the next day and think, like, horrible thoughts about myself. So it's very up and down. But, yeah.
Yeah, me too. And, like, lately I've been going through this thing where I'll, like, look at old pictures of myself and I'm like, oh my God, like, who gave me permission to look that cute?
Yeah.
I'm not that cute anymore. Like, what is going on? And I'm like, oh, I looked better then, or I, like, the way I look now is, like, different. It's, like, not as good.
Yeah, I'll look back at when I, like, first lost a lot of weight and I was my smallest, and I'm like, man, I need to, like, get back there. But there's also, like, an unhealthiness to it that isn't attractive whenever I look at those pictures. So it's a very strange, like, thing to be, like, pulled in, like, opposite directions like that. Because I know it's bad, but I want it still. It's strange.
Yeah, I bet. It's crazy. Just, like, going through changes in general. My body, I guess, has, like, kind of been the same. I guess it's been similar. But there are times where I'm, like, think I'm, like, so small, or, like, I'm good, or I'm, like, normal. And then, like, other times, especially when, like, the topic of, like, how much that girl weighs versus how much that girl weighs versus, like, how much you weigh, the number gets to me a lot.
I know,
Or,
and
like,
the
this
number
part
is the
of my-
least important.
I know. It's stupid.
But
I'm not saying it's logical.
Yeah, no, but I check my number once a week. Even though I know it doesn't matter. I still check it. And that's the part that, like, gets to me the most, is the number.
Yeah.
Not even how I look. Because I think I look better than I did back then, but that number still kind of, like, makes me feel weird.
I always think of, like, the number of my weight versus my height. And I'm like, that doesn't match up.
Yeah, I've looked into, like,
That
what I should weigh. Yeah, the BMI.
Body mass index scale. That thing's horrible. Is that still, like, what we go by the way?
I don't know, because I've never been the right body mass index, if that's the case. I've never been.
Stacey, I remember being, like, we're probably, like, 16, 17 at my house on the computer, and we, like, I don't know if you remember this. We, like, look up, like, okay, I'm this tall, and then I'm this weight. And we, like, looked it up, and it, like, told you that you were fucking obese. Which I was not obese.
No, I was very heavy in high school.
Do you think obese?
For 5'1", 5'2", I mean, a doctor told me I was obese once.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I was, like, heavy. 16 was probably my heaviest. I was, like, 180, 190. So then, yes. But to you, I don't know. You're, like, my best friend. And
I just think of, like, a curvy girl or, like, a curvy woman, you know?
Yeah.
Which is, like, normal. You see a lot of that. So is that, like, not okay? I don't know. I thought it was okay.
I was always heavy my whole childhood. But, well, like, it was weird. It was like I turned 9, and then I started gaining weight. But I was small up until then. And now I've always struggled with my weight since.
So, like, when does it become relevant? Do you remember the first time that you, like, started to notice that, like, your image existed and that it was something that mattered?
Yeah, like, I grew up kind of unconventionally, and I didn't really have a lot of, like, parental guidance or anyone setting, like, ground rules. So I was very exposed to, like, anything I wanted to watch, I could see. I, like, knew what sex was at a very young age and stuff. And, like, I've seen the female body so much that, like, and I had an older teenage sister who was always, like, had boyfriends, and she was always thinking about her body image. And I think that was...
In front of you?
Yes. Oh, yeah. She was very insecure.
It's kind of how my mom was. Like, I always watched my mom
Which can be
like,
damaging.
I'm fat. And my mom was like, what?
She's so tiny. She's so tiny.
She's always been tiny.
She's always been fit. She's always stayed in shape,
been into fitness so heavily and, like, so like vividly in front of us be like, I'm fat.
Oh, yeah. See, and that can like
And I'm like, what?
make
That's
an
what
effect
fat
on
is?
you. Yeah, if you look at yourself and then see some extra weight, you're like, well, I'm fat too. And then that, I think, yeah, around like 8 or 9 is when I started noticing and caring and like trying to like make my own style for myself at the same time. Probably around then.
Okay. I went through this thing in like 5th grade where I like wore all black. I wore these
God,
band
me too.
shirts. And I was just like, not even like tomboyish, but I was not girly at all. But I was like into that emo shit. I wasn't trying to be pretty, but like, oh my God. That was also the time though that I made that whole like catfish thing online in the 5th grade.
Isn't it wild how grown you feel when you're so young? Like, 5th grade felt so political to me. I remember that was one of the clickiest years I went to school, and I had one classroom full of people to deal with. Like,
Pretty
that's
much.
insane. And it was so dramatic. But yeah.
I was friends with like a lot of girly girls, like a lot of good girls, but I was still like, they're like, are you gothic, Maria? What's going on?
I was totally the same way. I would get stuff from Hot Topic. I took an Argyle sock. Oh my God. Because I watched my sister do this. And she cut a thumb out and she cut fingers out, and I would wear it on my arm. And I would wear my sister's band shirts, like plaid skirts, boots.
My mom was pretty quick to be like, shop wherever you want to shop and I'll buy you whatever you want to wear. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was allowed to be like seen is what I was trying to go for, I think, but I never pulled it off correctly because I was like allowed to do something to a certain extent, but like my mom wouldn't allow the makeup part, so I never looked seen, but I wanted to be seen so bad.
In 9th grade, high school, I started wearing like American Eagle, PacSun, a lot of PacSun.
Yeah.
And then in 10th grade, I kind of got into some like scene shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember going with you.
We've seen each other through a lot of looks.
I remember going with you to get... I shaved the side of my head. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I remember you being nervous to go in.
To get it done. I went into the
barber shop,
the barber
right?
shop in the mall. What was that place called? What was that place called?
It wasn't
The
like
corner.
Blaze. Yeah.
And it was the best fade I ever got on my head. It was
gotten
great.
so many.
I mean, I just shaved it myself usually, but it was good. But anyways, yeah, I went through so many weird different looks that I look back on and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, shame on you, Maria, for letting me do that.
Nah.
Just kidding. Because I always thought you were so cute. And I was like, I always want to, like, be on par with Maria was my thought. I thought you were, like, the most
What?
beautiful thing.
Oh my fucking God, that's ridiculous.
And you could wear whatever you wanted because your mom didn't care. So
My mom
you,
bought
like,
me whatever I
you
wanted
could
to
have
wear.
the style I wanted to have, but, like, couldn't get, you know. And we weren't the same size, so I couldn't share.
Yeah, but I, like, didn't fucking think I was shit, though. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I do.
I, like, did not think I was shit. And also, around that time that you think I'm so fucking cute, I'm, like, with this guy that,
Oh my gosh.
like, makes me feel like shit and, like, makes me feel horrible about my body image.
That's so
by the
wild.
way. Do your insecurities come from the initiation and, like, comments from other people? Or do you think that it, like, starts from your own brain?
I mean, it's probably both, but I remember being, like, little, and I've told you about this, like, a billion times, but my parents would just buy, like, microwave food and sodas and just keep the fridge stocked with stuff like that. So I'd eat, like, Hot Pockets and, like, stuff like that, like, all day long. And I would eat a lot because I went through this weird chain, like, I had to move, and I think my brother was very sick, and I think I was just, like, compensating with, like, being sad, which is weird because thinking back, I don't even think I've ever thought I'm depressed. I didn't even think I knew what that was, you know? But I definitely was. And I was eating a lot, and I was, like, sitting in my room all day, and I would get up and go get more food, and my dad would make comments like, eating again? Like, just little things like that. Or, when are you gonna lose some weight, Stacy? Like, never, like, super mean, like, you're fat or anything, but definitely it was...
But it's, like, hinting.
It
And
was
just
known
the energy
that I
of
was...
the comment.
Yeah, I was too heavy for
I mean, it is.
for him.
That's exactly what he's trying to say.
But he's also buying these groceries for me and I don't know how to, like, I haven't learned how to cook yet. I don't know. There's also responsibility. Like, on their side that I don't think they, like, I don't know. Anyways. That's probably where it started.
My mom and dad, well, anytime my dad was in charge of dinner, which was a lot, we would just get fast food. McDonald's, Burger King the next.
Same.
Taco Bell the next.
Yeah.
Zaxby's the next. On rotation.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And I remember being jealous of you because, like, you ate out all the time. And I was like, I wish I could do that with my family.
No, it's out of laziness, Stacy.
I know.
So, we're doing that, and, like, I can eat whatever I want when I want. It's never an issue. But then I remember, like, one time my mom got wings, okay, from our favorite place, Wings and Things. So I'm, like, going down on these fucking wings. I think there was, like, so many wings,
gosh.
like 20 wings.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, eating them all myself. Mm-hmm. And I was like, my stomach hurts or something. My mom, day and night, flipped the fuck out and was, like, yelling, "Stop eating him then!" Can you imagine, like, how hurt I was? Like... I was like, yeah, I am fucking fat then.
Oh, that is so
that being
mean.
said, weight has always been an issue
Yeah.
in my head for myself. Even if, you know, like, there's a lot of people that are, like, bigger than me, even. I know that. And I think those people are beautiful. But me dealing with, like, what I look at every day is just a whole different story that I can't even explain.
I know. And I get, like, so many comments about that I, like, am looking so much better and, like, you look, but as soon as I started gaining weight from when I, like, initially lost weight, I don't know, I'm, like, in this, like, weird state of mind where I feel like it's all just gonna, like, happen again, and I'm gonna go back to where I was very unhappy and very unhealthy, and, you know, like, I'm just gonna get to that point again, and it feels like it's just creeping up on me. Which is weird because I'm very healthy now and I work out a lot and I eat very well.
I was going to say, Stacey, and I've said that before to you, like, I don't think that would ever happen
But
again.
it feels like it's going to whenever you see that number change, you know what I mean? But I am, like, I was, like, so stressed out at that moment or that time in my life that I, like, was eating, like, at my job we have, like, these, like, little baguettes. I would eat, like, one a day. And I would run around.
Whenever you were your skinniest?
Yeah, when I was my smallest. Like, I wasn't healthy at all. And then I got into a relationship and I, like, kind of balanced out more and I started eating more regularly and then I started gaining a little bit more weight back and then I started flipping out and now I'm at this, like, nice level space where I'm, like, healthy is the new skinny. Like, skinny shouldn't be the goal. Health should be the goal. And I just got to keep reminding myself that. But it is hard because of what we went through when we were younger. Like, it's a lot of stuff like that. Just, I remember weighing myself when I was, like, 9 or so and seeing that I reached 100 pounds. And I, like, ran into my room and started crying. And I was like...
When you reached 100 pounds?
Yeah. I weighed myself constantly when I was little. And I, like...
Whoa.
Weighed
How old were you?
9. So I was heavy.
I don't know if that's normal. Is it? I don't know. It seems so little to me.
I mean, it is small, but, like, I looked chubby, you know, and then I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining. It just kept going up.
Yeah.
But weight has always been the biggest thing for me with my body image, I think.
Yeah.
It's always weight.
What are your main ones besides weight? Weight's probably my number fucking one, dude.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be my number one as well.
It's really frustrating.
And, like, the shape of my body because I'm, like, very... like, bigger on top and then smaller on bottom. So I have to, like, figure out how to, like, work out to balance that. But because of the beauty standards that we are supposed to uphold or whatever. But, you know. Anyways.
Yeah.
What was the question? I apologize.
Your main insecurities.
Oh, yeah.
Besides weight. Weight dominates, but shouldn't. So let's talk about something else.
Probably, like... small things, I guess. Like, my teeth kind of get to me just because they're kind of small and, like, my dad has perfect teeth. Or he did. But, I mean, he's alive. Yeah, but he lost a tooth, so his smile's, like, not... Anyways,
Yeah.
whatever. So I didn't get his smile, though. I got some, I don't even know. My mom had really nice teeth, too. And I have, like, these small kind of, like, I don't know.
But they're straight.
Yeah.
They're not crooked.
I just wish they were, like, your size. It's a weird thing to think about. And I don't really think about it that much, but sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a gummy, like, when I smile for real, like, my gums show. That's not really that big of a deal to me. But other than that, like, probably my breasts.
Your boobies?
Yeah, kind of. Like, I would love to get a breast reduction at some point. Or, like, a breast augmentation or something.
I know you said that for a really long time.
So I would like to do that at some point. But, I mean, I like, love them and hate them. It's weird. Sometimes I'm feeling it. Sometimes I'm not. And then, yeah, weight probably. I've really always loved my face. I feel very happy about that. I do feel like I look different and not very common, but maybe, I don't know. I do like it still.
You're just unique.
Yeah.
Okay. I like my face. I feel like my nose is like a thing. It's
I love
like
your
small
nose.
and like flat, and I think it's kind of weird. I think my nose is kind of weird.
No, it looks like
It's a very Filipina
yeah,
nose.
it's like your heritage. It's cool.
My teeth, you say you like them, but I wore braces for a really long time, and they were like perfect for a minute after being god awful ugly. I've shown you pictures, right?
I remember you before.
Horrible.
No, I met you when you had braces.
Just a bunch of teeth,
like
all
crammed
mushed together. They had
yeah.
to take out like 7 teeth before they even got started. I wore them for 3.5 years.
Oh my God.
These teeth were perfect. So I get a retainer and I don't ever wear it. So like the bottom of my teeth have kind of like shifted back. And I've had people even like say something about my teeth shifting. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Who said that?
So now that's kind of like one of my things.
Just a random guy?
No, it's my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, because
every episode.
Because she paid for those damn braces.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why she's like making a comment about it.
But then
I'm like,
the dentist say like it's not going to change anymore.
yeah, he said this is as much as they'll shift.
And they look great.
And then he said he liked them, so.
Yeah.
I'm like starting from the top and like going to the bottom. My boobs, let's see. They're like, I guess, a average size. But like they're kind of like pointy without a bra and like saggier, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like not one of the most attractive things about me, I don't think.
Aww.
I don't think people would be like, Maria's got great tits. You know?
No, there's plenty of people that would say that.
And then I was like thinking about like my butt and like I was looking at my butt like with no underwear and I was like, my butt crack is like kind of short. Like what?
Like
the
you
fuck?
have a long torso?
I guess. Is it that or is my butt crack short?
No, I think.
And then I was like, it's making it look like my butt is like not that great or something.
It is wild that we think about these things.
I even turned to Javan and said,
Does
my butt crack look short or like weird? He said no.
He's like,
but
no.
He's like, no, what are you fucking talking about?
No, I know.
My thighs, definitely have thick thighs.
That's not a bad thing. I'm working hard on getting some thick thighs. I want it because my legs are kind of skinny.
Well, I have like fucking like fat thighs. It's not like
Not
muscle.
that
Like
doesn't
I work
matter.
For this.
That doesn't matter.
I'm
sorry.
stressful.
I know it doesn't help for me to just yell. It doesn't matter because you're never gonna, or hopefully.
It's just stuff I think about, and I want to be like truthful.
Yeah. No, I totally feel you. My arms. Oh my god, my
Your arms?
Yeah,
my arms too.
I have like hangy stuff.
I feel kind of weird about wearing like sleeveless stuff.
Me too.
I'm like, oh no, my arms are like too big, but they're really not that big.
Yeah.
Like yours aren't big either.
I've kind of let go of a lot of that though, but if I really feel like getting down on myself, then I'll probably like, oh my god, my arms are so. But usually
and
I just
you do have those days, right?
Of course,
because I do.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I am so ugly. Like I feel like I don't want anyone to see me, but I feel great.
Or
right
like
now.
I don't even want to try sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good now too.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good.
I feel good knowing that I'm trying really hard to like keep healthy and stay healthy, and I'm doing everything I can. That's all I can do.
Yeah. Well, you brought up like beauty standards earlier. What is that? What do you think that is for today?
So today, I feel like it's become more broad, which is really nice. There's always going to be there's always going to be people who don't find bigger women or curvier women attractive, but it's definitely becoming more like in my face. I remember like never, ever seeing bigger people at all, like when I was like, when we were 15, 16?
Yeah.
It just wasn't a thing yet. It's changed a lot. It's really nice because, like, there's some, I don't know, like, being thick is like the new skinny, you know?
Yeah.
And it was,
People
when we were
definitely
growing up, it was
want to
skinny.
be like thick, but don't you think it's like in such a particular way?
It is. They want that slim thick. They want,
like you have to be so skinny in the middle, but like
and then
the
have a
hips gotta
big
be
ass
big.
and some big
The
titties.
boobs gotta be
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like, that's what now in my mind, I'm like, I have to have that, but it's very hard. It's, bodies are different. Like, everyone looks so different. Everyone's built so differently. Not everyone can look like that. It's not always achievable.
yeah.
So it's hard, I'm sure, for like women who just don't have like the curvy gene to like.
Can you just think about all those like naturally skinny girls that are so pretty, that I think are so pretty, like looking up to Kim Kardashian, and like, I need this body.
Yeah.
You can't get that body, like,
Unless you're a
that
billionaire.
body costs money.
Yeah. And time. And all she has is time to work on herself. I'm not saying she's not busy. She's busy as hell, but her job is to be Kim Kardashian. So she is going to uphold it like the perfect fucking body. Like, yeah, she looks good as fuck, but it's not always attainable.
But it's like
that.
almost animated. You know?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. You know I fucking love Kardashians.
I know you do.
You know I do.
I know.
But, like, imagining a young girl so fucking upset that she doesn't look like that.
I know. Well, it's also
And that's what all
their-
the other Instagram girls look like too, Stacy.
Mm-hmm. But there's also some really great people out there that, like, you can find that don't, and that look different and unique and weird, and like are curvy in different ways that are still getting like thousands of likes, because it proves like only one body type is desirable. Like, people like all kinds of people.
Yeah.
And
you're
that's
right.
like, I find so many different body types attractive, and it's not just the perfectly slim, thick figure, you know? And I look at women that are like bigger than me and the same type of body as me, and I think they're so beautiful, and I just wish that like if I can think they're beautiful, then why can't I look at myself and find myself beautiful?
It's the ultimate question.
I know, it's wild. I'm like, I couldn't be as good as them, even though we're pretty similar. You know?
No. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense that we just like believe. I don't know. But at least it's gotten better. The beauty standards have gotten wider, and they've gotten, I guess, more achievable than what it was like whenever we were like learning how to be a woman.
Yeah.
So far away from being a woman.
And also,
learning.
like, when I was little, it was much more acceptable to make fun of people and bully people. And I was called names, called fat, called hippo. I was always the, like, fat joke girl. And, like, now it's like if you call someone out for something like that, it's like, fuck you, dude. Why is it any of your business?
God.
And people get like shit on for doing stuff like that now, and that used to never happen. Making fun of fat people in the past was like, it was a given, you know?
Yeah.
They were a stigma, and they were only this thing to like gaze upon. But now it's like they're taking back control, and like also taking back control over the word fat, because it shouldn't be a bad word to say, and everyone kind of takes it so harshly. But like, these people are like, you know what, I am fat, and I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm still happy, because they'll post a photo of themselves and they'll just get hate throughout, like underneath it, you know? But that's just that person. If you think about it this way, that's that singular person waking up and thinking, I'm a member of this fucking world and I have an Instagram and I should be able to post a photo of myself.
Of course, I encourage it.
Of course. And these people think, why are you posting? Because you're fat. Like, you shouldn't post because you look this way. Like, that doesn't look good. Like, why is it any of your fucking business? That's the...
It is none of anyone's business.
Yeah. They should be able to do whatever they want. Like, any size. Anybody should be able to fucking be whoever they want.
Yeah. But that's at the same time, like, such a mature thought of us to think, you know? Like, and you didn't even think that even whenever you were younger. Like, you didn't think that way. And I feel sorry for all these, like, little girls and little boys who, like, get made fun of and stuff. And they don't, like... think maturely enough to be like, it's none of their fucking business.
Yeah.
You know? And like, you have to almost like wait to get to the other side of being like, no, fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Just like you grow out of other things that are just shitty traits you have as a kid because you're a shitty kid, you know? There's words I used to say that I would never say again, you know? And there's like,
we grew up in the heyday of saying shitty stuff.
Yeah, we did. We grew up when the internet was full of that shit. That's like what it was. All just hate. And yeah, we like fed off of it. But the important thing is to change. So just like put yourself in check and fucking make a change because it's not that hard.
Just
okay?
make a change.
Listen,
change your life.
Just
you
make
have
a
to.
change.
Do you feel like on a day-to-day basis that like there are some sort of expectations of what you're supposed to look like? What your body image is supposed to be? And when I say body, I don't even mean just like your body. I just mean like your entire image.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, right now I'm living somewhere where I don't know anyone and I just hang out with my boyfriend all day and go to work. So I wear a uniform to work. So like if I get up and get ready, I do like my makeup and stuff. I've never done my hair. I've never been one to do my hair. So I just let it dry. And then I put my uniform on. But usually I'm just hanging out my house. So like on a daily basis, it's not that big of a deal because I'm just surrounded by someone who doesn't care if I like look my best or not. You know, I'm just like
nice.
Chilling in pajamas or whatever. But I mean, when I go out, yeah, I really do want to look my best and I take it very seriously. And I feel weird if I don't look my best and I'm out. You know?
Yeah.
Like if everyone else around me looks really good and I don't, or if I like didn't get ready, I would feel awkward and want to leave probably.
What could anyone possibly say? Like, what's the worst case scenario?
I know,
what
but
someone
to
could
me,
say?
I'm just like, I always down myself if I don't like put makeup on or something before going out. I don't know. I'm like, oh, I don't have makeup on. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I've said that a ton. Like I need to put makeup on and I need to like change my outfit before I step into a place. I don't know. But I also like getting dressed up and I like doing my makeup and I like being like girly, so
it's good if you're doing
fun.
it for that. Like, don't ever do it because you feel like you have to do it, though.
I know.
Or like you're not going to be accepted.
I just
or,
like
shunned.
feeling my best when I'm out, I think. And I won't unless I do it. Which
That's
is
good.
shitty, but
I mean, that's a better excuse than
Yeah.
being like,
no, it's
my
like,
husband wants me to wear makeup.
It's
or,
not like
you
that.
know?
I just
Like
if I
what
want to
men
present, if I want to
expect
put my
women to look
best,
like too.
if I want to put my best foot forward and be the most confident I could be, I would do that beforehand. That's just me, though.
I think it's important to feel confident. I mean, it helps your self-esteem, definitely. If I have my hair ready, my makeup ready, my outfit on point,
Yeah,
I definitely feel,
better
like,
walking
better
into
about
it,
my
yeah.
body image, definitely.
exactly.
I could be in a whole different zone of feeling confident. But whenever that's not on point, like, the crashing of that feeling shouldn't feel as detrimental, you know, and you, like, can't quite get there.
Yeah,
Because it's, like, all in your head, right? I mean, like, you still pretty much look the same either way.
yeah. And people tell me that all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't have any makeup on. They're like, Eddie couldn't even tell. And I'm like, whatever, dude. You totally can. But I know it truly doesn't matter. And sometimes, yeah, I wake up and I don't put makeup on to go to work and I don't care much, but I don't know. It just makes me feel better.
Yeah, you feel more complete.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all.
Yeah.
Let's talk about comparing ourselves to other people.
Okay.
Comparing ourselves to other girls when it comes to looks specifically.
Yeah, I went
Do you do that a lot?
Not so much anymore right now. I mean, maybe a little. I'll get hung up on it for a second, but...
Talk about it when it was the worst.
When it was the worst, it induced anxiety attacks. Me, freaking out about things, small things that aren't any of my business or I shouldn't be worried about. So, I don't know, I know Instagram definitely does play a big role in it, and I do use Instagram a lot. So I see a lot, and it's I don't know, it was like a beginning of a relationship where I was very insecure about myself, and I went from having a bunch of friends and this whole scene that I was a part of to not really having any of those friends anymore. And partly because of my choices, but it was definitely a transition, and I kind of relied on this person to just be everything for me, make me feel better completely, but it's also very new and I don't know this guy at all. And so I took everything personally that had to do with that, likes and stupid shit like that.
And that sucks too when you're getting all of you're relying to get all your confidence on one person, because that's a lot to ask of somebody. It really is.
And I don't know this guy barely at all. And he's like, why are you freaking out on about this?
And who are you comparing yourself to in these moments?
Just people we mutually follow, that I'll see he liked a photo or something, or just, which still to this day.
Are we talking about people in real life, or are we talking about Instagram models and stuff?
Oh, we're talking about people in real life.
Okay. That's how mine is too.
Yeah, it's people in real life. Model would not bother me as much, probably. We talk about, I've gotten to the point now, it was so bad that I wouldn't even want to talk about celebrity crushes. I was so intensely, wrapped up in this thing, and I don't know, man. I wish I could go back and just...
Because you were so insecure about yourself?
So insecure about myself at the time. And if I could go back and change anything, I would never do that again. I know that sounds...
Man.
I mean, I wish I could, start over with a fresh start and a different take on things and just not give a fuck, because it's... What matters most is, in the moment when we're, spending time together and, it's just us, and a like is just a fucking like.
Yeah, you're right.
And I also feel now I can put things... I can leave the future alone and not anticipate so much. I would anticipate what's going to happen. And now I kind of just let that go. And whatever fucking happens, happens. And if something does come up that, causes, whatever I think is, a meltdown, then I'll just deal with it when it happens. But my problem was thinking of, how to prevent it. And I was just freaking out the whole time. It was awful.
It's so crazy how, your own insecurities, just about yourself, just simply what you're insecure about yourself, affects your behavior so strongly.
Yes. Jealousy.
Yeah, insecurity turns into heavy jealousy.
Jealousy
so glad you brought that up.
Such an issue. Still can be.
Yeah.
But
it's just some issue that you have with yourself.
Definitely.
Projecting.
For sure. And I know
that too.
And that's why now I can put myself in check. I can way quicker than I used to. I can be you need to chill. He's a human being. We're both humans. We gotta live our lives. And then I'll move on and I'll forget about it. But old Stacy, hell no, I wasn't going to forget about it. I'd probably bring it up and
It's
ruin the
almost
night.
like something that's like totally not about you and like making it about you.
Definitely. And I do that a lot. I have so many problems with the way that I like approach people and like what I think what they're doing is a mistake, but truly they're just living their life, and I like attack so quickly and wish I wouldn't. So I'm really trying to work on all those things because it's just not worth it.
If I've ever compared myself to someone, it's like maybe a girl that I know, someone I liked or something.
Or dated or something.
Or dated, and I'm like, well, I'm not like her in this way.
Totally.
Or I'm better than her in this way. That's really bad. I shouldn't say that either.
Yeah,
that's like making the problem worse.
Also,
but it's only because I'm insecure. I will admit that 100%.
Yeah.
It's only because I think this girl is gorgeous and I don't think I'm as pretty as her.
Yeah.
That is what it comes down to.
Totally.
Or I'm not as hot as her, whatever.
Or it's just different. But I've realized that we all just like who we like, and it's never going to be this one thing. So whenever I do find myself comparing myself to all these girls, it's like he or whoever could like anyone in the world. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, this one look isn't all that is desired, like what I said earlier.
Yeah, and I pretty much have, like, always looked kind of different, I think.
Yeah, totally.
So I have kind of had to learn how to embrace my own kind of beauty.
I think me, you, and Lane are all very unique-looking girls.
Yeah, we are.
And we've always we've, like, grown into being women with, like, these looks, and it's interesting.
Yeah,
because I see friend groups
it.
that all look so similar and alike, and me, you, and Lane look nothing alike, like at all. That's cool though. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
It's what I like most about myself. I'm glad I don't look like a lot of people.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm glad. I mean, I know you think about your height a lot.
Yeah. Well, the main reason why I think about my height a lot is because everybody wants to talk about my height. It's not something an insecurity that originated in my own brain. No.
Totally.
This is something that through the comments of others repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly all the time. Almost like an elephant in the room. Like you have to say something about it because it's so fucking weird. Almost like it makes people so uncomfortable that they have to say something about my height.
That's so annoying. Do you think the first time I met you, I said something? Because
I don't know.
I was a kid.
So long ago.
I don't remember ever doing that.
At this point, like I said, it's like the elephant in the room for a lot of people.
And it's funny because I never ever think about it anymore.
I'm glad. Thank God. Seriously.
It's never a thought in my mind.
If anyone even makes a comment that I'm short, I'm like, why do you even have to say that?
Yeah, just
to me, it's equivalent of saying you're fat.
Yeah,
you're short. Like, why the fuck do you have to say that?
People call me short, but I don't feel short. I feel tall. Do you feel tall?
I feel tall when I'm just walking around, even if I'm like normal, by tall people. But if that tall person is like, whoa, you're short, I'm like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
Because it makes me feel childish.
You look
and then
great.
I also like struggle with the weight thing because I'm so short. And I'm like, I'm so short. People say that I should be weighing like 100 pounds. I know that's so fucked up. Because I weigh 119 pounds, and then I always have this thing in my head, like, I should be closer to, like, 100 pounds. I should be closer to 100 pounds. Maybe, like, 110. Maybe, like, that'll be good. Maybe, like, I could just, like, get my weight down. And it's like, why? Why am I even, like, going there?
No, I know. I always want to be...
torture.
I always want to be 130, and I think I'm, like, 138 right now. And
We're so close.
I would love to be 130, but I'm also not going to push my body. But I was 145 for a second. And that's when I started kind of freaking out a little bit. Wait, that's horrible to say, but I was like, okay, I
feel like I'm also one of those people, if I notice that I've gained 5 pounds, that's like detrimental to me. I'm like, but also, what is going on? What am I doing?
You can gain and lose 5 pounds so quick. I've learned that about my body. Like,
that's true.
Fluctuating 3 to 4 pounds a day is possible. So I try not to think about the 5 pounds.
Hey, Stacy, you're totally right.
Yeah, dude. Like, because you wake up and you weigh yourself. You're the lightest because you haven't eaten. You eat your first meal, that's probably like I don't know, probably not a pound, but it's like weight, you know? Weigh yourself again, you're already going to be heavier. And like, you just go throughout the whole day doing the same thing. You're going to be heavier by the end of the day. So it's like, that's why weight doesn't matter. And you should go by the way your clothes fit and the way you feel and the way you feel in your clothes. But can't stop looking at the number, no matter what.
And the number
no
of the
matter
pants.
What. And the number of the pants.
Oh, man.
Because
the number of those fucking pants.
I could fit a 6 for a second, and I don't know if I could fit a 6 right now.
Really?
I'm like an 8 right now.
Okay. 8 is still like a gorgeous size, though.
I remember I was always double digits, always. And I, like, to the point where I was like 14 at one point. And whenever I hit like size 9, I like was like, oh my God, I'm a single digit. That's crazy. It was such a big
That's
thing
monumental.
to me. Yeah. But it's so sad.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But
yeah, God.
It's so crazy how much it is a part of life. It's like such a part of life. What if like what would have had to happen differently to where it wasn't? It's like you can't, because there's always expressionism and there's always like people wanting to do something with themselves because like it's your canvas that you're born with. So it's like you just can't prevent it. And there's always going to be people that become so loved for what they look like that's going to, like, you had like your Marilyn Monroes and your first movie stars and stuff that became this symbol, and there's always going to be these symbols. It's just not going to stop. So we just have to learn that just be healthy and like try to love yourself the best you can.
Yeah, don't get crazy.
It's hard not to sometimes.
So, what do you think that we have to like do? What do we do to like love ourselves and encourage healthy self-esteem so that we could have like literally a better quality of life?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do differently?
I've like recently been like utilizing social media because I do like waste so much time on it. I just decided to follow a bunch of people who like really inspire me and really like advocate for healthy body image and all types of bodies being seen as a healthy body image. And
I want to do that. I feel like
that has made me, it's changed my view. Like I used to get so anxious when I saw like a gorgeous woman on Instagram, because I was like, why does she feel the need to show everyone that, or like just get mad at her?
Oh, fuck.
And then I've like completely flopped. Now it's like I want to follow all the gorgeous women, and I want to follow all the platforms that support us and healthy body image, because like, I don't know, it's so important to learn that when you're young, and it needs to be like taught in schools. It needs to be like that important, especially.
Definitely.
Yeah, because it can cause so much mental like issues, and
Definitely.
yeah, and like that can come back to you when you're older, or just like stay with you your whole life. I don't know.
Yeah, it could affect you now. It could affect your relationship with everybody. Like,
Definitely.
it affects your attitude, your behavior, what you do, and like how you just carry yourself.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And like, so I do that, and I don't know, I just taking care of myself is a form of like my self-love. Try to like cook for myself and clean my house a lot. Like, I know that doesn't really coincide, but like just making my surroundings as good as they could possibly be, and like work, like trying to like make myself happy and worry about myself. I feel like I used to worry about a lot of other people.
So basically just obsessing about your looks less and distracting yourself with other like healthy components.
Yeah, and like leaving the looks out of it and just focusing on the health, because that's the most important part. If you're healthy, you're going to feel better, you're going to be more confident, you're going to be more attractive because you're more confident.
Exactly. That's really where
It's
it
all
comes
about
from at the end of the day. It is all about
There
confidence.
are so many people from first glance that I've looked at and been like, not my type. And then I get to know them, and I like completely like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a huge crush on you. Like, you're so attractive because of the personality and because of the confidence. It's a game changer. But it sucks because poor body image can lower your confidence so much that you, like, lose it and you can't figure out how to be without, like, thinking about your body the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. It's hard to unlearn, but
you can get there.
You can.
I want to be, like, one of those women, though, that, like, shows how I'm different and I can, like, be pretty, too.
Of course, yeah.
So, like...
Me too.
I should be, like, not worrying about clothes that's gonna, like, cover up my belly. Or, like, making sure that, like, I don't look fat in this picture that I'm posting. Like, I should just, like, be real and, like, be like, okay, I am 4'10", and I do weigh 119 pounds. Mm-hmm. And that's fucking gorgeous on me, honey.
Yeah,
it is.
Exactly.
Do you see this?
No, it does. It looks great. I don't know.
And I want to, like, be inspiring, too.
Yeah, and I encourage that. I think you should. Like,
you can do that, too, Stacy.
Yeah,
you definitely could. You're beautiful. You're so beautiful.
That's why I, like, I don't know.
Makes my heart hurt.
Show myself off a lot more than I used to. And I'm also now in a better relationship with someone who kind of gives me more of a, like, just, like, doesn't give a fuck what I post or how I'm perceived. So it's nice. It's definitely given me, like, a more sense of myself. It also can be bad, though. Like, I've gotten wrapped up in it in a bad way as well. But it's, like, all about
I think when you're overcompensating for the insecurity, that's when it gets dangerous.
And it was definitely that for a while. And now it's not. Now it's just, I fucking love myself. And it's not all the time, and it's not, like, constant for sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, my confidence is definitely, like, more on a day-to-day kind of thing. I feel like since I have less of, like, getting ready and going out moments since I've moved, I, like, don't get, like, that level of, like, done up as much. Yeah. So I'm like, am I, like, less pretty?
I know.
Am I, like, not as cute?
And I almost don't even know, like, what my style is at the moment.
Yeah, I've had that too. I've been shopping with Javan, and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I just, like, don't feel cute anymore.
Yeah, like, you go in a dressing room, and you take, like, 10 things in there, and not one thing fits right or looks right. I don't know how many times that's happened. And I think, I'm about to get so many new clothes, and then they all just, nope. But it's like, they probably looked fine. They probably looked better than I thought they looked. But it's just me, like,
you
hating
in the
on
mirror
myself
alone.
Yeah, and also mirrors can vary. I don't even think.
Oh my god, I know.
God. Sometimes I look in a mirror.
What
I'm like,
do I look
wow,
like?
This mirror makes me look so good. And then I look in a mirror. I'm like, oh my god, is that what I look like? And it's like, right? It's funny to think that we've never seen our true self, apparently, and, like, only others have seen what we truly look like. Because, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because all we see is the reflection.
Yeah. For real. That's so true.
But I don't know.
So, I posted this thing on my Instagram, like, a couple days ago, and I was, like, telling people that I was going to record this episode about body image, and I asked people to, like, tell me their biggest insecurity, which is a lot to ask. Yeah. I'm glad people, like, actually responded. So I'm reading these anonymously, and let's hear a little bit of other people's insecurities.
Interesting. Newsflash.
Newsflash. Okay, this person says, seeing myself differently every time I look into the mirror. Some days I feel beautiful, others I fantasize about plastic surgery, comparing myself to other women. I could go on about this.
I totally feel the seeing yourself differently. It's like body dysmorphic disorder. Body dysmorphia,
yeah. I think I have that to some degree. Like,
I will see myself so differently, and then I'll ask you, and you're like, no, you look great. And I will be certain that I don't. It's very real, and it's very sad. To the point where people get plastic surgery, to, like, on their face, to where their face is a whole new face. And is obvious they've had plastic surgery, which isn't bad. Plastic surgery, do whatever you want. I've considered plastic surgery as well, but body dysmorphia is intense and scary.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah,
girl,
I
by
feel
the
her.
way, is like so pretty, and it's very surprising that she would say something like that.
I think we all feel this.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
seriously,
true. That's what I'm
everyone
trying to say. Like, even like the girls that we compare ourselves to,
feel that. Yeah,
they feel that too.
definitely.
What
It's
if
everyone.
someone that you were jealous of was jealous of you?
Yeah,
You don't even think about it.
I know. It's so funny. And it's cool though, because you meet people sometimes and you're like, oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous. And like you like confess like how much, like, you know, like you follow people but you haven't met them yet. And then they're like, no, you are. And it's like, oh, I
Yeah.
never think that I'd be on their level. But I feel like we don't give ourselves enough credit. We are both very like beautiful people, and people see us as beautiful. But I just at least like,
No, I feel that way
I
too.
feel like the ugly
sometimes
girl.
when I'm like, oh, you're so pretty, and they're like, oh, you're pretty, I'm like, you're really just saying that? Like,
Yeah.
I go there. I'm not like, yeah, I know. I mean, depends on the day, of course.
No, but you totally are though.
Well, thank you so much. Let's read another one.
Okay.
I don't know if this counts, but I think mine is a difference in how I look to myself, others, in photos, etc. Like, when I look in the mirror, I see one thing one day and totally something different the next. Something different in pictures, then the added commentary from the people make it all the more confusing. Some people tell me I should eat something, and others say I've gained weight. Both responses eliciting different feelings depending on when they're told to me. I think it's just difficult knowing how to love and accept my body when I don't even know what it looks like. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so
I have no
interesting.
idea what my body looks like. I have no idea.
Yeah, and people's perception of what you should look like is always different. So that one person thinks you're too thin, they want you to gain weight. That one person thinks you're too heavy, and they like notice. I had someone recently tell me that I had gained weight, and I also, and I freaked out, and I was like, "You think so?" And she was like, in a loving way. I like know her very well, and she was like, I mean, yeah, they look like it. I mean, I did ask her in her defense. I asked her.
Okay.
But still, I was hoping for a no, but she was honest, and I was like, oh shit, that felt bad. And then this girl that I work with, I almost said her name, but I'm not going to say her name.
If you say a name, I can bleep it out.
Okay. Well, she she was recently told by another person I work with that she has gotten fat, and we
Straight up, you got fat?
yes, and it was very sad, and he was talked to, and he's a fucking asshole, and he has no filter at all. I've also gotten into fights with him about using like the F word around me.
Oh, God.
So he's that kind of person.
You have the brain of a fucking 13-year-old.
Exactly. But
Period.
But like,
Shut the fuck up.
that's so hurtful, and I know that I was just talking about like getting rid of the stigma that fat is a hurtful word, but I'm still scared of it. I'm still scared of that word.
That's
like, it's
why
hard
it's
to
a
shake.
bad word, because it's so hurtful, okay?
Yeah.
It's so serious, and it follows people for years.
Yeah.
It follows, like, that little girl or boy who was, like, chubby when they were little and, like, grew out of it, and they're, like, so attractive now that still look in the mirror and then it's like, oh, I'm, like, kind of fat. That isn't fat at all. Like, it seriously follows people so heavy.
Oh yeah. To the point where people will develop disorders
Yeah.
and still see themselves heavy whenever they are obviously not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is, can you imagine the amount of mental, like, illness that is? To see yourself skin and bones and not think that that's thin enough. That's fucked. And that's something that has developed with society, and that's insane. But I was talking to another coworker at one point, and she was listening to a weight loss podcast, and it said, what if when you notice that your kid is heavier, that you just teach them, instead of putting them on Weight Watchers or putting them on these like strict diets because they are children, why don't you just teach them to maintain their weight and like grow into an adult and try to like stick to that weight instead of saying you need to lose. Because
Yeah.
that, I think, is what causes the shame and the, you know, like, just being told that
it feels
less
like you
is
could
better.
do it without them knowing, especially if you're like so in charge of like a child's life and like their routine.
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure.
I don't know. I remember going to the doctor when I was like a little kid, and the doctor told me I was fat. And we walked out, and my mom was like, "Don't listen to her. That's not true. You're not fat."
That's wild, because then she said the thing about the chicken wings.
I know. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know.
That's so manipulative. It's like, what the fuck do you want from me? I'm just trying to be a fucking kid. Can I eat these fucking chicken wings or what? Don't buy me 20 chicken wings, Mom.
I know.
Anyways.
God. Okay, shall we read another?
We shall.
Okay. This girl said, there's a few I had to consider. I'll have to admit my teeth is my biggest insecurity. I struggle with smiling for that reason. Not so much that I don't smile. I just get anxiety about it later, like, dang, I probably looked so crazy smiling.
Oh.
Or wonder if people are looking at them. I tend to recognize how other people's teeth look just because I really admire a pretty smile. Someone being scared to smile, though? Fuck.
I've seen people their whole lives cover their mouth when they laugh. Because they don't like their smiles.
Please show it off. Just show it off and say fuck it all.
I think it's so cute. Crooked teeth to me are like cute. I don't know if that sounds weird, but I think it not being normal is like attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Let's make it attractive, okay?
Yeah, like the gap is coming back. Everyone's like not hating on the gap anymore. Let's like not hate on crooked teeth.
Yeah, let's hate on not perfect teeth, not traditional teeth.
Yeah. Which they're all great. All great teeth.
Okay, I have fucking 3 more.
Okay.
Okay. This person said, my boobs, honestly.
Totally.
Her biggest insecurity. Like, you'd think I'd feel more feminine with larger breasts, but it's the opposite. I feel masculine and big and like they don't fit my body. I feel like if I had smaller breasts, I wouldn't mind having gained weight because so many girls do that slim, thick, little boobs look so well. I kind of read this and I'm like, what are they even talking about? Slim, thick, little boobs. Is that a thing?
I mean, it's like when you don't gain weight and you're like
It's like you're completely skinny on top and you're all hips.
Yeah,
and
you got
ass?
like a big ass and hips naturally, and then you just have like, I mean, I don't know. I know the body type she's talking about, but, and I feel you because I've always had really big boobs. I was always the biggest in my class. Like everyone was flat chested, and I had boobs in 5th grade. Like it was always a thing for me. So I feel you hard, and it took. I mean, still I struggle with it. Like,
I've never had like big boobs though. I've always had like kind of medium boobs, so I do not know the struggle at all of like big breast.
yeah, because mine aren't like these perky big boobs. Like there's like a certain type of big boobs that like you see, and they're perfect, and they like, you know,
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know, mine like are very natural, and I've lost weight, and like they get smaller, and like, but I like mine like most of the time. I think I'm pretty sexy, and I think, I don't know, it's so back and forth, but I totally feel her. I wish I gained weight in my hips and my butt and not in my stomach and my boobs, but I gain weight up top and not bottom. So it's like, sometimes it's just genetic, dude, and we can't help it. Give us a break.
For sure. I mean, from a smaller boobed girl, I think it looks gorgeous, just if that means anything.
Yes.
But I know it's hard. This person said, mine is weird, but I have skinny arms, muscular legs, and an overweight torso. To me, I feel like a puzzle of miscellaneous unmatched pieces. Isn't that crazy, too, how you could be, like, unproportional? I mean, I'm unproportional. If I'm sitting down, and I've had people tell me this before, I guess I have, like, a longer torso, so they're like, oh, you looked like you would have been tall, but then you stood up, and, oh, you're fucking short.
Really? So it's like your legs are smaller.
I guess my legs are smaller, yeah. So I've learned from the comments
but
of
I've
others.
seen you, like, naked and and like in bathing suits and stuff, and I don't think that. Like, I've seen your body like just as a whole, you know what I mean? And I don't think that it looks unproportional. I think I'm proportional with the weight, the way I gain weight, and my legs have always been so skinny. And when I was younger, like when we were in high school,
you have nice legs though, dude.
Yeah, but still, I have like hip dips or whatever, and that's always bugged me too. It's like where my leg hits my hip, and then where my like love handle starts. I can never get that to fill out, and that kind of messes with me. I get like the unproportional like body thing, but
I'm just small overall though, I guess. That comment also is the only male comment that I got.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, you're beautiful.
Yes, gorgeous man. And then literally everybody else said weight and cellulite. I had multiple answers like that, which is like mainly what we were talking about, but
I've never had an issue
the
with
weight
cellulite.
Does not matter. That's what we learned today. Yeah, I know that I have cellulite, but I don't really give it a second glance.
Yeah, I don't think about it. I got maybe a few dimples.
I don't really care about scarring in general. I don't know.
Yeah, I used to have really bad stretch marks on my stomach after I like became my heaviest, and now they're very light, like almost silvery looking. Like you can't really see them at all, but they used to be dark red, like someone scratched my stomach. I hated that. But I mean, I shouldn't have. All that's just part of being human. And to be like perfect and smooth and like everyone have the same type of skin and stuff.
Then what's interesting about you?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to be different. It's cool to not be the norm. So, like, there's no sense in comparing ourselves to anybody.
I know, but I'm afraid that I don't know if I'll ever stop.
I mean,
that's just the honest
as I'm
truth.
preaching these things, I don't know if I'm going to stop either.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to, like, remember today's conversation and, like, take it with me and...
Definitely. It's always something that I'm telling myself.
Yeah, I just want everybody to know that, like, even the prettiest girls worry about this stuff.
Yeah. And everyone's like, concept of pretty is different.
Yeah.
So whatever you think is the prettiest girl in the world, they may think that you are the prettiest girl in the world, or boy, or they, them.
And no matter what I've looked like, I've been through many looks in my life. No matter what I look like, it's always the same shit. Whether I am getting skinnier, I'm still fat. You know?
Mm-hmm. I know, exactly. Even at my smallest, I thought I was too heavy. You know?
Yeah, it's never going to be enough. Mm-hmm. It's never going to be enough.
Yep.
So let's just stop.
Yeah.
This fucking war with ourselves.
And, like, encourage yourself to not hate other people for looking good.
Yeah,
because
please
it's
don't.
So silly.
Because you know that's a problem with you, dude.
That is a personal
issue.
issue.
Fix it.
Yes.
We should get to the root of the problem.
We should praise all women, and
we shouldn't be calling anybody ugly, okay? Let's never let that word come from our mouths unless we're talking about someone's ugly attitude.
Yeah. Exactly.
Their ugly ass attitude, maybe making you ugly.
Yeah.
But
UGLY.
Other than that, we don't say it.
Definitely.
That's so fucking mean.
That's so fucking mean. That's like as mean as being called annoying. I hate being called annoying. That shit hits me in the heart, and I will shrink down into nothing if someone said that to me. It doesn't happen often because everyone loves me. But it's happened before, and I hated it, and I just wanted to run away.
Oh my God.
Yes. Don't do that to people.
Yeah. You need to quit telling me I'm short, even though I know it's going to happen every day till the day I die. Not every day.
Does it happen every day?
Not every day.
Okay.
But
I'm sure working at...
It happens a lot.
You get a lot of different people all the time, so...
Yeah, true. Sometimes when I try to cut the top of their hair, they're like, surprised you could fucking do that.
Oh my God.
I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I'm surprised
Or they're like, are you sure you're going to be able to cut my hair? Even like when I'm calling them back and I'm like, I'm ready to cut your hair. They're like, are you sure you can do that because you're so short? I'm like, Yeah.
You think
that's
I'd have
the whole
this,
reason
you think
I
I'd
called
have
your
this
name.
fucking job?
I know. Why would I be doing this for so long, people? Why would I even be in this building? You know, I chose to be here, right? I chose to show up here and do this.
We'll force
I'm
you to
not a
do hair for
slave,
the rest of your life. You'll never be able to reach the top of their heads. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I don't know. I wish everyone would leave me alone about it, but
I understand.
it's whatever. Just know it's on record that I fucking hate it. And I think it's rude, and I think it's the equivalent of calling somebody, like, ugly or fat.
Yeah, just don't bring it up. It's none of
So
your,
mean to
again,
me.
it's none of your business.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, fuck them.
Seriously. Just love yourself, guys.
Yeah. Because this is the one shot we got. Do not
Yeah.
miss your chance to grow. Is that what he says? This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
I was like trying to think of the rest.
It's Linkin Park, right?
No, that's fucking Eminem, dude. What
Oh
you
my
saying?
God, I thought it was Linkin Park. That's hilarious.
Thank you so much for coming today, okay?
No problem. This was fun.
Love you so much. I could not talk this intimately about this topic with anybody else, probably.
Totally. I love you so much. And I can't wait for our weekend out of town this weekend.
Oh my God! Yeah!
I thought of something. Everyone be on the lookout for this hashtag. We're gonna make a hashtag for the weekend.
Oh,
it's gonna
I
be
didn't know.
hashtag Birmingham baby.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
We gotta use it with everything we post.
I like it.
But anyways.
Tell the audience what you're up to lately.
So, I do have a podcast as well, and it is called Movie Date with Stacy. It's actually called Movie Date with Stacy Nye. That's how you look it up. But the link is in my Instagram profile bio, and my Instagram name is @SlayerDystopia.
What do you do on it?
We talk about movies. I have a guest every episode, and they choose the movie, and we sit down and talk about it, and what we like and dislike, and love and hate, and all that jazz.
I'm going to be on it.
Yeah, Maria's coming on it, and that episode...
I'm going this week.
Yeah, we're recording on Thursday night, and we are covering the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So excited. It came out the year I was born.
That's cool. Were you...
Wait, you were 94 too, right?
Yeah, cool.
The year we were born.
Nice. It's one of my favorite movies. I was just talking to Andrew about my top 5 favorite horror movies, and it was in it.
Cool.
I think
I haven't
it's
seen it in so long.
fantastic.
I'm going to rewatch it right before I come over.
No. We're going to watch it together at my house.
Oh, okay.
And then record.
Cool. That'll be probably better because it'll be a real movie date.
Yeah, exactly. It's like one of the rare times I could actually do a movie date because we're having a sleepover.
Yeah!
But yeah, that's what I'm working on, and you can find the link in my Instagram. It's also it's soundcloud.moviedate.com, I think. I'm so sorry. Give me just a second. Can you cut this?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I got my name right. I'm so sorry.
I'm not cutting this.
Yeah, I think it's SoundCloud's whatever.
No, that's pretty much right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Just go to SoundCloud
And type in movie date. There we go.
Come on, you're not fucking stupid.
You're not-
I'm just kidding. After this whole thing.
I know. You're not stupid, ugly idiots, are you?
No, I know you're not, but just simply you could go to SoundCloud and then you could type in movie date with Stacy and I.
I'm pretty positive it's soundcloud.moviedate.com.
Yeah. It's good. I'm loving it.
Thanks.
And you guys will love it.
I wish
so
I
you
had
should
the
check it out.
production value you guys had, though. This is awesome. And I know your sound quality is amazing. And my first
you
episode,
so
you can
much.
hear like a fucking chair like... I was like, what's that noise? Oh, I can't sit in that chair anymore.
Oh, it's like the chair you were sitting in the whole time.
I was like... But yeah,
my
you
God.
guys are like doing the damn thing.
Oh my God,
We're
thank you
both doing
so
the damn
much.
thing,
We
and I
really
love
are.
it.
I'm proud of us.
Working women.
I've said this multiple times. I'm
Yeah.
proud of like what we're doing.
I'm totally proud
And we're
of
like
you.
both doing our own thing
I know.
and like celebrating each other.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's heartwarming.
I'm so excited I'm on this, and I want to be back on at some point if you want.
Of course.
Totally.
Let's shake hands.
All right. That's a deal, partner.
Thank you for coming to this business exchange.
Yes. Now where's my fucking $1 million?
Ching, 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 ching,
yeah,
ching,
make
ching,
it rain,
ching, ching,
baby.
ching, 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 ching. Does that sound like... That does not sound like
I
me,
know.
like, making money.
It'd be like this. That's not money, Maria. No. Just like.
That doesn't sound right either. Whatever.
Anyways.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. This has been Fake Therapy with Maria Womack and then Stacy Nye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.